Hi. So today we're going to talk equipment. Now, this is something that most podcast trainers focus on straight away, equipment. It's not the most important thing. There are a lot of other important things, and we've dealt with some of those already in this video series, but we will touch on a lot of more of those. But since people are asking about equipment, I'll give you some very quick recommendations today. Now, a lot of people that go on to podcasts as guests for the first time use the default things that they've got with their computer setup, and often that's just built-in microphones, loudspeaker audio, and they're in an environment that isn't conducive to producing good audio, and that's not a good look. As a podcast host, I really appreciated when a guest comes on that has a setup that provides really high quality audio, because I want to produce high quality audio at the end after we've produced the episode recording. But if it starts off with poor quality audio, that is very difficult, almost impossible to do. So there's really three things to take care of, and that's the minimum you need. Everything else is kind of icing on the cake, but not necessary. The first thing, and probably most important, although each three of these are important, the first one is the microphones. So you can see here, I've got two set up here. I have an advanced system that's not necessary to have two microphones. One of these babies would be enough. Now, these are from a company called Audio-Technica. The model is ATR-2100X. They're about $140, not very expensive. Make sure you get the version that has a USB plug in them, because you can plug that microphone directly into the USB port of your PC and it'll run beautifully. Now, this is what's known as a dynamic microphone. I'm speaking fairly close to it. You can tell what the audio quality is like. And if you have these microphones, you don't need anything more expensive than that to start with, and they work beautifully. Second thing you need is a headset. So don't run the audio from the other party if you're doing remote recording through your speakers, because the speaker sound will go back into the microphones and you'll get this echo loop. So a headset. Now, it doesn't need to be a fancy high quality headset. The important thing is that it minimizes the echo, that you get the audio here but not back through the microphones. And the other thing I like to think of here with headsets, particularly if you're doing long episodes, is comfort. So I've got these ones. These are Sennheiser HD414s. These are actually 30 odd years old, because they came from when I was a young chap and I bought them for my stereo system. The key thing about these is they just sit over the top of my head like that. There's some foam padding here. I can wear these for hours without feeling hot or uncomfortable. Now, there are ones that go over the ears. I find that I get headaches with them and get very hot with them after some time. Now, you can use something simple like this. This is just a Bluetooth sports headset. I wouldn't recommend using a Bluetooth headset, because the Bluetooth will drop out from time to time. And if you're in the middle of a conversation on a podcast, that can be very disconcerting. But most people have something like this, which is just the headset and microphone from my mobile phone. So you can use that as the headset. Don't use the microphone to do podcasting, but you can use the headset if they're comfortable for you. So you don't need anything fancy for headsets. The important thing is don't allow the audio from speakers to go back through here. And the third tip, and this one can be challenging for a lot of people, have a quiet location where there's not a lot of outside noise, but also a location where there's not a lot of echo. So you want to have a place where there's preferably carpeted floors, preferably curtains on the windows, and some furniture in the room, and some soft stuff in the room. And I have had people come on my show where they've gone into their walk-in robe. And of course, there's lots of clothes there. So that dampens the sound and you get a nice, rich, non-echoey sound there. Whereas on the other hand, in a huge, big hallway with no furniture there, with a wooden floor or a hard surface, and you get this effect as if they're talking in a tin can. So you don't want that. Now, there are also some things you can do around padding, so putting something behind the microphone with some foam padding and so on. That's an advanced technique. But if you go in a room where you've got carpet, we've got padded padded furniture, we've got curtains on the windows, then you should be fine. Get these microphones, get a good headset, get in a quiet room with no echo, and your audio will be first class and people will love to have you on as a guest. That's it for today. Let's make marketing human again.